Here are some interesting facts about World War II U-boats. 3 out of 4 U-boat crews never returned, making it one of the deadliest jobs to do in the Second World War. U-boat crews consisted of about 40 to 50 men who lived aboard a submarine between 3 weeks to 6 months. There were usually 2 toilets on board, but one was usually packed with food and provisions. That meant you had about 50 men sharing one toilet. Here's a disgusting fact about that. Inexperienced crew members sometimes flushed the toilet while the submarine was submerged. If the pressure wasn't equalized, the entire contents of the waste tank would explode into the tiny compartment. This was commonly known as a U-boat baptism. Fresh water was always conserved on a U-boat. They could distill about 80 gallons a day, and that was used mainly for drinking water and maintaining the batteries. As a result, clean-shaven young men would come back with long, scruffy beards. To make matters worse, non-officers had to do what was called hot bunking. When one man would come off duty, he would then climb into the bunk where the other man had just slept, undoubtedly smelling the sweat, diesel, and other bodily odors left behind on the sheets. From the time it was sighted by enemy aircraft or vessels, an experienced U-boat crew could have the submarine submerged in less than 30 seconds. You'll notice these men running towards the bow compartment in the famous movie Das Boot. They're trying to add as much weight to the bow so the submarine can submerge more quickly. When submerged, sound was everything. If a crew member dropped a wrench, it could be heard for miles underneath the ocean. In World War II, Germany built 1,162 U-boats. 785 of them were destroyed, and the remainder surrendered or were scuttled to avoid capture. Many people are unaware of this, but there are actual U-boat wreck sites that you can dive to all along the eastern coast of America. There are a good many of the wrecks that are just in 200 feet of water or less. Of course, many of these are grave sites and must be respected.